So Vulcan Forged, Sandbox, and Decentraland are all about to drop. And depending on who you are, you're either freaking out or you're excited because, as we've seen, all these great gaming cryptos have just been surging, and a lot of people have wanted an opportunity to get in. You've been waiting for a dip, but there has been no dip for you to get into, right? And so a lot of you, you just bought at the top, and so when you hear me say that they're about to drop, you're freaking out and you're panicking. The other half of you are excited. You're thinking, fuck yeah, I finally get a dip to buy in. And so today, guys, whether you are on the side that hates me for saying that gaming cryptos are about to take a dip, or you're the side that is excited about that because it means a new buying opportunity for you, I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to show you technically where we stand in the gaming market by showing you a technical analysis on Vulcan Forged, Sandbox, and Decentraland. So to me, and of course I could be wrong, but I highly doubt it, I think all of these are about to drop. And so, obviously there's no gaming index, or at least a ticker symbol that I'm familiar with that I can, plug into stock charts and use it as a proxy like the S&P 500, right? For example, if you're trying to see how did the stock market do today, you don't look at Apple stock, right? You look at the S&P 500. Well, we don't have a S&P 500 of gaming cryptos, or at least, like I said, once again, a ticker that you can plug into stockcharts.com and look at that, right? So we're just basically going to be looking at the three main ones I would say right now. Obviously we're excluding Axie, which is the biggest right now, right? But, just trust me here. Okay, these are going to be a very good proxy as to how we should be playing this market, okay? So Mana, Sandbox, Vulcan Forge, let's dive straight into it. I'm expecting Vulcan Forge to drop here. So the first support level you're looking at is $31. Okay, so for example, right, if you're very bullish on Vulcan Forged, what do you want to do? You want a DCA right here, dollar cost average, buy some at 31 maybe. Buy some right here at 25, okay, if it gets there, right? And that's the thing, that's what's hard, is because we're in such a time right now where so much money is going to flow into these gaming cryptos. And so these dips, they may not last long, okay? And it's very hard to tell, right? When you have so much money pouring in, the masses are just flooding into this, kind of category and industry. Things can continue to remain hot, right? But we are going to finally see a dip here, in my opinion. And so, it's like I said, it's very hard to say, right? The first target to the downside for Vulcan Forge is 31. Will we get there? Yes, I think so. I'd say over 80% chance you're going to see Vulcan Forge dip to 31. Now, 25 on the other hand, that's where it gets a little tough to say. Like, will we definitively get down to 25 bucks? I couldn't tell you the answer to that for sure. I would say it's about a 50-50% chance on a dip to 25, which a lot of you are probably salivating right now and very excited at the potential opportunity to be buying, Vulcan Forge at 25. And so then the bottom support level you'd be looking at here is 16 bucks in Vulcan Forge. I do not think we're going to get down to those levels, just considering the market and the demand for these gaming cryptos right now, the hype and the money that's flowing in. I just don't think you'll see it, but that would be your last support level to be looking out for. So guys, what's your plan now on Vulcan Forged? If you're a bull here, you're wanting to dollar cost average at 31 bucks, 26 bucks, and 16 bucks. Guys, I hope you found that useful. We're going to move on now to Sandbox and Decentraland. So like I said, right, we don't have some S&P 500 for gaming cryptos. So we got to look at the top players, the big dogs, to see kind of what's exactly the flow of gaming overall. And so the two best options, honestly, to see how gaming is doing is going to be looking at Sandbox or Mana, right? Much like you would look at the S&P 500 to see how stocks are doing. And so right now, we do have some bearish divergence here within Decentraland and and Sandbox, and I'll show you that here, right? So you can see the price went higher, right? We made a higher high in price, but the RSIs made lower highs, right? That means that as price actually went higher, it got weaker, okay, this time around. So on top of that, we see a deceleration in buyers, right? You can see less and less buyers are coming in at these higher levels. And so that's what shows you got a much higher probability of a reversal to the downside. So my first downside target on Mana is going to be $4 right here, which is right where, before we took off. Okay, next downside target is 3.5, also another support. And after that, this support right here. Okay, so what's your plan if you're a bull on Decentraland? Your dollar cost averaging at 4, 3.5, and what is that, 2.7-ish dollars. Okay, and personally, I'm just giving my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't see Decentraland breaking below the 50-day moving average, which at now currently stands at $2.41. I just don't think it's going to happen. Shows you investors always price in the future opposed to what's actually done and made right now, right? And so, if we can say, right now, okay, Mana is clearly overvalued. Sandbox is clearly overvalued as of now for the users that are playing it, right? But once again, investors are going to price in forward growth and all these other things. So that being said, at this point, you're just you're in a time where it doesn't make sense, really, I feel like, or at least based on the charts, that's what it's telling us, that they're going to push the price much higher as of now. So once again, if you're someone who wants to get exposure to Decentraland or Sandbox, I think now is the time to be looking for this dip instead of FOMOing in and buying the top, okay? Because what you got to realize is a lot of these channels out there, they will hype you up. They will make it sound like gaming cryptos will only go up. And the truth is, they pretty much have only went up, okay? Anyone who's just been buying, regardless of the price, has been doing phenomenal recently. But you got to realize, good times don't last and bad times don't either, right? So when it dips, realize that dip's not going to last forever. But realize when things are going up, that's also not going to last forever. And so right now, everyone's getting accustomed to just gaming cryptos just only going up, it feels like, right? And that's exactly when you get accustomed to that feeling of, oh my God, this is awesome. This only goes up. It's exactly when it's finally going to turn down. And so as people start to FOMO in here at the top, I'm telling you, we will get a pullback here. And so I'm expecting Sandbox to pull back here as well. So if you're someone who wants to get an entry in a Sandbox, I would be looking at this 3.7 level, okay? And anywhere above this 3.7 level, I'd say it's a gamble from an entry point perspective, right? Meaning, okay, what's my risk to reward? You can't clearly define that. Whereas if you enter right here at this support level at 3.7, 3.8, you can clearly map out your risk. Okay, so once again, right, if I don't think Decentraland's going to go below this 50-day moving average, what's my risk if I buy it right here at 2.7? Okay, 2.7, if it drops below 2.41, what's my risk there? I'm risking what? 1 out of 9? What's 1 out of 9? Is that 11%, right? So I'm risking 11% downside here, assuming my plan is correct, right? And it stays above the moving average, right? So you can see entering here on, Decentraland gives you minimum risk, right? And entering here obviously gives you a lot more risk, right? From $4 down to $2.41, what is that? 35% drop of risk you're risking here, right? So you got to kind of map out your risk points, map out your entry points, right? And so, for example, if you enter in here, you just got, let's say your risk is down to 2.55, right? We're going to say, it's the same thing, right? If we don't think Decentraland's going to go below the 50-day moving average, I don't think Sandbox will either, right? So let's say you enter in at $5.2. Okay, that's okay, right? If you think Sandbox is overall going to grow, you think it's overall going to do fine, okay, that's cool. But you have to understand what is your risk, right? So you can be bullish, you can think that it's going to continue going higher, you're going to continue growing, right, the game. But at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with your risk, right, and what you could be getting for your money, right? So just realize that, okay, if you buy Sandbox at $5, you can easily still go down to $2.50, as crazy as it may seem to some of you, but you got to realize we were just at $2.50 3 weeks ago, okay? So, a lot of people don't believe it until they see it. And so, for example, here on Polkadot, when I shorted the exact top in Polkadot, everyone was telling me here that it was going to go to $100, right? And I can actually show you this. So let's go to my Twitter here. You can see I called the literal top on Polkadot on November 4th. I said I'm shorting Polkadot. I don't think it'll get above $56.3, or as the worst case, blah, blah, blah. Okay, looks like a beautiful Jenga tower. I'm about to ruin family game night. Now look at what happened November 4th. Oh, right there, the literal top. Now guess what people were telling me when I called this top in Polkadot? Well, people said, don't agree with you, okay? LOL. People put, not going to make it. We need as many shorts as we can to get us up over $100. And so a lot of people thought it was funny. They told me I was not going to make it. It turns out I called the exact top there, right? And so you have to realize it, right? When everyone's so bullish, telling you you're not going to make it, you're an idiot, you're crazy, A lot of times it's because they've become so conditioned to the fact that things are only going up, right? Polkadot here was only going up. And so everyone got so conditioned to that they had it set in their minds that, oh, this is going to $100 by the end of the month. Which, yeah, if it continued at this trajectory, yeah, it could have, right? But that's the thing, is things don't last. Like I told you before, good things don't last, bad times don't either. And so you have to understand, right now, you're looking at a correction, and it is coming, guys. I'll put, you guys know me. I tell it how it is before it happens, and when I'm wrong, you see that, and when I'm right, you see that as well. So I expect downside in Sandbox, I expect downside in Mana, and I expect downside in PYR, and that is kind of the top three cryptos you want to be looking at right now to see and get a gauge and a feel for the overall market, right? So, guys, I hope you found this video useful. That's exactly why, and what I'm seeing in the charts, which signals to me downside, and that's why I think that if you're a bull, you're going to have a buying opportunity coming up soon. So I wouldn't FOMO in, and I would not buy the top right now. I would look for a pullback, and I think you're absolutely going to be getting that very soon. So that should be exciting news for a lot of you who've been wanting to get in. You've been waiting for a dip, but there just isn't a dip. Okay, so get ready. All right, it's coming. Now you need to make sure you have capital ready. Okay, and as you've always heard me say on this channel, capital deployed at the right time is the most powerful thing you have. You have to value your capital, okay? A lot of people, they throw it in at the top, and, now, all right, you got to wait until Vulcan Forge makes new all-time highs, which it could be 3 weeks or 4 weeks from now. But let's just say, instead of entering at the top, let's say you bought it on a pullback to 26 bucks. Okay, not only do you get here, 40% more, okay, 30% more, it doesn't make sense. I mean, it's just simple. Okay, I shouldn't even have to explain it. It's common sense why you don't want to buy the top and buy lower. But that's the thing, right? Is that's what a lot of people do. They get emotional. They see these YouTube videos out there. Everyone's pumping it up. Everyone's saying it's the next big thing. It's this and that. And that's the thing, right? Vulcan Forge could be a huge thing, right? Vulcan Forge could be, billions of dollars in market cap, right? Currently, it's $680 million. But that doesn't mean there won't be pullbacks along the way. And so, yeah, of course, you can buy here, and, time can bail you out, assuming Vulcan Forge does make all-time highs, which I'm sure it will, right? But at the end of the day, value your capital and deploy it at the right time, or at least deploy it more efficiently than buying the top, okay? Don't FOMO in, guys. Stay level-headed. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's what I see happening next in gaming cryptos. That's your technical analysis breakdown for Mana, Sandbox, and Vulcan Forge. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want more gaming crypto technical analysis videos like this, please let me know in the comment section below. Drop a like on this video and make sure you are subscribed for more. Give me some tickers. What do you want to see? And we will break it down technically or whatever else we got to do, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Oh, and follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.